Welcome to Last Minute Betting. Bob, Mike, and Just Incredible with your quick fix for sports betting, brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Hey, you know what? We need to remind you all of something. For those of you who are really into the arbitrage, you've got to go to the SEVA Discord. Yes, it's the new OddsJam Discord. Go there right now. And speaking of Discords, we got a Sports Nuts Discord. That's a lot of fun to talk sports in. A lot of great plays. And don't forget, we have the picks from DubClub. There's a 14-day free trial for that. Okay, before we leave the NFC East talk, which we already left the other day, but I want to come back to it because Jaden Daniels just today was named the starting quarterback for the Commanders. And as we said, he's kind of an X factor, could be very, very interesting. I think the kid's going to be really good. What do you guys think?
Agree.
Well, I think he could be really good. I don't expect, though, the Commanders to be a playoff team this year, though.
No, I don't think they're a playoff team. I do think they're improved a lot. I think that if the season goes as planned for them, I think they're kind of in the hunt, whether that's, for a handful of games towards the end of the year and then they finally fall off, maybe. But I do think they'll be more improved. I really do. I like this kid a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I really do.
I mean, no playoffs. No, I would not expect them to make the playoffs. But I think they're going to give. I think they'll give Dallas some fits, Philadelphia some fits in that division. Those are going to be games that were a walk in the park. Not this year. I think you're going to have to come to play. If not, Washington will upset one of those teams at some point if they don't show up to play. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about it. Also, I'm going to jump around here. We have yet to talk about the top 25 preseason college football poll. And, Mike and I have talked about it a little bit, but we really haven't on this show. And I just got to ask you guys, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, and Florida State. Those are your top 10s. Anybody you think doesn't belong there?
Not really. I mean, it's so early. I don't know how much it matters right out the gate, but I don't see anything that just blows my mind. I mean, maybe you can make a case here or there if you want, but, season hasn't even started yet. Kind of meaningless in all honesty right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big college football guy. I plan to try at least my hardest to get into it this year. Now we got a fresh season, and I'll bet on it. I bet on it a lot last year, but in terms of knowing the players and everything.
All right, PhD. We'll be in the top 10 by end of September. The Tennessee Vols. He's everything Tennessee, by the way. It's tighten up and Vols, man. Washington's win total is 6.5. They stink.
They only won 4 games last year, so
right.
For them to be improved won't take much. Won't take much to be more improved. I don't know
about stinking, Tony. I'll tell you a team that stinks. That'd be the New England Patriots. Oh!
I mean, they're capable. Washington's capable of beating Dallas at some point, I think. I don't think. I mean, Dallas is not winning that division this year. No two ways about it.
They're capable of beating Philly.
They are. They are on a yes. I think they're more improved. They are well improved.
Tristan's here. Tony's here. PhD is here. Appreciate it, fellas. Thanks for showing up. All right, college football, real quick. What would you say if I said that you know how I hate to do futures, but what would you say if the college football championship game is going to be Georgia against Ohio State?
I don't know, man, because we've got this new playoff. You know what I mean? It's not like it's been in the past. If it was the old way that this thing was going down, I would maybe say, yeah, probably, because only 4 teams get in. And if 2 of those teams are Georgia and Ohio State, there's a very fat chance they do both get in and are playing. But with this new playoff format, I think it changes things, guys. I mean, you treat it like, you know, these teams that get in that may have not gotten in before, they're going to be hungry. They're going to have a chip on their shoulder. It's going to make it interesting, I think. So I think we see some upsets with this. You know, you see it in the NFL. You see it in other sports. When you have like a tournament, you see upsets. College basketball, whatever. Granted, there's a ton of teams that make that tournament, but whatever it is, NHL playoffs, NBA, you see upsets. I think we will see some for sure.
Hey, can I ask something though about why does it seem like your guys' country likes college football way more than NFL?
Not me.
I mean, not me either, but it just seems like majority is just their college football all day, every day for some reason. I don't get it.
They have this idea, a lot of people, that because these athletes are paid big bucks in the NFL, you know, they think that they're divas and they're not worth the price that they're being paid, overpaid. You hear that a lot, and overpaid athletes. You know, my argument for that has always been, well, the athletes are the product. That's your product. You know, if you don't have the athletes, you don't have a product. You can't fill the stadiums. I disagree that they're overpaid. I mean, the market says otherwise, and the teams are able to pay them that kind of money because they're making tons of money themselves. You know, these owners are making tons. So, you have to pay your players.
You want to know why college football is so popular? Look at the stadiums, man. 100,000 seats.
Well, that's
it's alumni from the schools. It's the combination of everything. It becomes a big party in some cases. It's just always been big. College football is what propelled there ever being a professional football league. Without college football, there would not have been an NFL. That's what precluded. So it's remained that way. And look at all the money that college football brings in, and it pretty well funds the whole athletic department. I mean,
it's a lot of scandals, though. If you know what I'm talking.
Yeah. Well, there are college basketball too.
Yeah, did you see the ASU point shaving scandal? That was pretty bad.
Oh, there you go. Tony's part of UCF's mill. He donates monthly. There you go. A lot of people do. And Tristan did want to say,
Pick Scott. Look, I'm not a big Dak hater. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say the guys work. I mean, look, there's a lot of teams that would like a Dak Prescott on their team, but with a lack of running game this year, that worries me a lot for Dallas. Am I willing to say they're not making the playoffs? No, I don't think I'll go that far. But they're not winning that division. I mean, history says they're not. We went through that the other day. Haven't had a back-to-back division winner in that division since 2003. So we know there's a high probability that they're not repeating.
I want to throw this out here in this college football playoff. It goes to 12 teams.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But here's the way it works. It will include the 5 highest ranked conference champions, which will receive automatic bids. But aren't we pretty well down to 4 power conferences now? I mean, we have no Pac-12. right?
Yeah, no, there's God, how many are there?
The top 4 teams get a bye to the quarterfinals.
And there's what, a total of how many?
There's 4 power conferences now.
4 power. Okay, so 4
Yeah.
power. Okay, so automatic winning your power conference gets you an automatic bid.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is 4 teams. Which I'm not necessarily against, honestly, because a lot of times if team that wins their conference is pretty deserving in a lot of cases. So I'm cool with that.
Hey, another reason, Justin, it's college football so popular is because it's in areas that don't have professional teams.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Like Oregon and
Alabama. I mean,
right.
State of Alabama, pretty big.
And then you can look in a state like Texas and a state like Florida that are so highly populated. I mean, high school football is huge, absolutely huge in Texas, so pretty interesting. SEC will have at least 3 or 4. Oh yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, most likely 4. But anyway, college football is upon us soon too, guys. So let's not forget that. Randall just texted me because I've been saying something about the overs, and Mike just reminded me I should have followed what I was going to do.
The unders.
The unders are in 32 games are 26-6.
Like in the first week of college
football? No,
preseason.
Preseason.
Football. NFL, yeah. Preseason NFL.
Damn.
Yeah, the unders.
I said that on a show, man. We should have fucking just hammered it.
Yeah.
Hammered every game.
Saturday was just unders galore. And a lot, and it depends for some people. It depends what number you got those at. But there's a couple of games that if say you would have bet the under a little closer to game time, you could have got a pretty good line and would have cashed your under. It would have been close, but you would have cashed. I mean, there was a lot of unders Saturday in particular. So yeah, they're off to a great start. I think somebody in the Discord, unfortunately, thought that was a terrible idea to look towards unders in preseason. They said that there'd be a lot of scoring in the preseason.
Who was it that said that?
Some guy.
Guy no longer there?
Probably, yeah. But 26-6 would say otherwise. Yeah, Tristan, easy. Yeah. Not every game Saturday, but
almost
shit ton.
Yeah.
Shit ton. I mean, damn near every one of them was under city. So that's it's pretty nice. Now, here's my thing now, though, guys, because we're in the last week of preseason now, right? If you've been hitting unders and been making money, I would say, yeah, go ahead and but if you haven't been jumping on that train, this last week there could be, you could end up losing your ass if you jump on a bunch of unders because there's now they may come through on the over,
Could be.
It could be. It's risky to try to jump heavily on them for the last week if you haven't already been getting on them.
I like Taysom Hill too, but he's no bigger threat now than he has been. He's always been a threat. How are they going to use him? And by the way, the conversation the other day is what happened to Derek Carr? Oh, well, Derek Carr's still in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we didn't know that the other day. All right. By the way, I've been working on this technique, my behind the back pass for when we scrimmage, Mike. So be ready for it. You're my tight end, and I'll be throwing a little behind the back pass to you. Look for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to Mahomes it. Did you see that play the other day, guys?
Yeah, I did.
Pretty cool play.
I mean, it was fine. I mean, I did not see that and go, oh my God. Like,
well,
I think there's other quarterbacks that can do that if they wanted to. I mean, so be it. Could it work out in some situations that, it throws? Yeah, I mean, it will throw defenders off that are, they're expecting the ball to come out like this, and all of a sudden it comes out a different way. And now by the time they react, you probably already got an easy 2-3 yards and get some after the catch. It's not something that they're going to try to do all the time or anything, I don't think.
I really haven't seen him do behind his back. I've seen him left-handed. I'd seen him, shoot it like a free throw. Not seen him go behind the back there, Tristan. Not me, at least. Maybe, I don't know. You're down in Miami. No telling what you're smoking down there, bud.
Yeah, they do got some pretty weird stuff there. That's for damn sure.
All right. Let's talk NFC North. All right.
Oh,
okay.
God.
God. Yes. And we're going to start off with the
who?
Illinois, Chicago Bears.
Okay, well, you cut out. Dial up.
Okay, whatever, dude. You got to point that out every time.
No.
All right. Bears, Caleb Williams, looking pretty good there, guys. I got to tell you what I'm seeing out of him right now. He's been pretty darn impressive. I think the Bears could be a threat in the NFC, guys.
Yeah, I think they absolutely can. I think the offense, it's like, well, it has to be good because their offense has been terrible for way too long. So this is the best offense they've had in a long time. So I think there's no way they're going to be as bad as they were in previous years with Trubisky and Fields and Eberflus. It's just not going to happen, in my opinion. I think now is the breakout time for their offense. But I think they can be competitive, but I'm absolutely picking the Lions, though, to win this division.
Well, sure. We're not even, yes.
They're going to be improved. Yeah, they're going to be better, but they're not. I don't know that I don't know. I don't know if they're a playoff team or not.
They have DeAndre Swift now, and now you got DJ Moore and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, and then
with a Doomsday. I don't know, guys. They could be dangerous.
Yeah, I think they can be. I think they will be because, there's a lot of teams this year. They got a lot to prove. The Bears, the Falcons. The list goes on and on. Those teams, if they're not good this year, then there's going to be some problems. Right?
And, that Bears secondary is pretty good. And, up front with DeMarcus Walker and Montez Sweat, they could be pretty. It's really going to – Tremaine Edmonds is going to be the key, on that defense. Your linebacker is going to be your key, and there's no two ways about it. But I think the Bears have a very good shot of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think it could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, if they do, you're going to have 3 teams out of that division in the playoffs because Green Bay is going to have a wild card. I don't think Chicago, they won't finish ahead of them, and they won't finish ahead of Detroit, who we think is going to win the division. And we are going to have to say that Green Bay and Detroit, PhD said it. Yeah, I think they're going to be neck and neck. I think they will be neck and neck. So both of them probably getting in the playoffs. Tristan says you're in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. Much better here than there. Probably so, Tristan. No argument from me there.
Okay, and I understand the more wide receivers in a set, the less protection for Caleb. But he has ability. And here we go. What's the closest thing to a lock? We're going to get off the NFL talk just for a second to help out Mr. Batsa. I would say tonight, as good of a lock as you're going to find is probably Arizona playing at Miami.
Yeah, on the run line.
Yeah, I'd say that
minus 1.5.
Possibly that is a good lock. And also, I like the Astros tonight.
I do too. I do like Houston tonight. I mean, a little juiced of a money line there, but definitely a good spot to be back in Houston in.
Yeah, that's probably the best pick I could find.
That's my favorite one of the night. If we're just saying, and again, that's the crappy thing tonight. There's a lot of juiced money lines tonight. So you're gonna, in most cases, you're gonna have to jump into hell. With Kansas City, you take them -1.5. That's about as juiced as the Astros on the money line. But Jake Berger homer, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I like the Rays money line tonight. I expect Taj Bradley to have a big game. I've got him over 17.5 pitching outs at -115.
Okay.
I'm loving those two. If you want to lock, I'd say that's the best I can give you.
I like Tampa Bay too, coming off of that sweep of Arizona too, who were so hot. I did not see that coming. Tampa Bay sweeping the Diamondbacks. That was a little unexpected. Arizona still trying to get that 70th win. I thought for sure they would get one in that series at least. So, yeah, Arizona going for the 70 win mark here. And, yeah.
You want a nerfy, Tris? Minnesota, San Diego.
Minnesota, San Diego, nerfy. I would ride that one for sure. And I would probably look at Dodgers, Mariners, but I don't know how juiced it is right now.
Pretty juiced.
I'll share my screen because we're going to see if there's any EV plays out there here real quick.
Okay, and then we'll get back to NFL talk here in a second.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's when we're done with that, let's get back because I've got a bold prediction I'm going to throw.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we're going to check this Dodgers Mariners nerfy just for the heck of it. I want to see how.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually not a bad play.
Not bad, and it's not super juiced. Look at BetMGM will give you -115 on it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Wu is on the mound, and I mean, yeah, it's the Dodgers. I don't like taking nerfies against the Dodgers. We've also seen though the Dodgers they'll only get you late.
Yes, that is true. And looking out here on the EV page here real quick, I'm definitely going to take Kyle Harrison over 16.5 outs at -105. I'm going to roll with that. That's on Fanatics. So we'll lock that in. There's not a lot out here, so we'll make this quick. I did take the over 2.5 first 3 inning total in the Angels-Royals game. That's -115 on Fanatics. Couple of nice plays there on Fanatics. And looking at my filters and all that, looks like that's all that's out here right now, guys. So a couple of plays there you could lock in.
Okay.
Harrison over 16.5 outs is on Fanatics. And that other one, that's gone now. So, yeah,
Okay.
That's what we got.
We're going to talk Vikings in just a second. DraftKings has rescinded that passing along the 20% to the customers in Illinois, Pennsylvania, New York, and
Good. Idiots for even idiots for even attempting that, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let us talk. What's up, Mr. Heat?
Nice. All right.
So back here, Minnesota Vikings. Okay. Now I know they're in deep trouble.
Yeah.
They're in deep trouble. As a matter of fact,
I got this last.
With Sam Darnold is your number one quarterback now. But they have Aaron Jones, and of course, Addison's hurt, correct, guys?
Yeah.
And is Hawkinson hurt too?
I don't think so.
Not that I've.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's got a knee injury.
A knee injury. Yeah.
So,
he is out.
I mean, that's going to make it that much worse. Addison was a big addition for them. I mean, last year he really kind of came out. They're in deep trouble. They're just in deep trouble, guys.
Oh yeah, and losing McCarthy's no good for them either. So no, yeah, Minnesota's in a lot of trouble now. And for fantasy purposes, if you're looking at Justin Jefferson, I'll tell you what. I mean, look, the guy can produce. There's no two ways about it. I'm not worried about his. I'm just worried about the guy throwing him the football and how often he can get him the football consistently. So yeah, that would worry me for fantasy reasons for sure.
Sam Darnold is so prone to big mistakes.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, big mistakes. You just can't trust him.
It's amazing to me how far he fell. I mean, I give him a bit of a pass in a way because he did have like one of the most stupidest head coaches that ever coached in the National Football League when he got into the league. I mean, that doesn't help.
Right.
His progression from that, though, has not been good. So, yeah.
Not at all. And it seems like he can play really good for 3 quarters. And, man, when it comes down to crunch time, he will just fall apart. And it happened a lot last year. A lot. All right. I'm sure I know what your take is going to be. Well, I don't know what your take is, but I think it's going to be about this team right here. Yeah. The Green Bay Packers. Now, why are you down on the Packers?
I think they are going to underachieve this year. I really do.
Okay. Are the Bears going to pass them?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings, and Packers will either barely make the playoffs or, well, actually, no, they're not going to make the playoffs this year. That's my pick.
Does this have anything to do with how they treated Aaron Rodgers?
Well, not even really. I think that I have not seen that much improvement with this roster. And I think that last year Jordan Love, his season was a little bit of an outlier. And when you don't get better, you get worse in the NFL. So I'm not expecting much from this team. I'm really not. I mean,
okay, all right. Well, what do you guys think of what they picked up? Okay, you've got Josh Jacobs. Is that an improvement over Aaron Jones?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Mike, what do you think?
A little bit, yes. I do think Jacobs, when healthy and when going, is a better running back in terms of just running the football. Obviously, Jones is a little more versatile. But not, I mean, I don't think there's just such a significant difference that it's like, a huge upgrade or anything. But yeah, no, I Green Bay's going to be interesting. I wouldn't be shocked if they do have a worse year. Chicago's a lot better. Detroit's going to be there. I don't really know what to think of them this year.
Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jaden Reed. Those are your top 3 wide receivers, and Luke Musgrave, tight end.
Yeah, I also think that, they're receiving corps. They're overachievers. I think, you know what? Call me crazy. I think this receiving corps, I think this receiving corps really is not that much better than like what Donovan McNabb had in 2007 and 8. Okay. I really don't. I don't think it's really that much better. And if you remember, his receiving corps was actually not that good. He had Chad Lewis. What was their name? James Thrash. Who was the other guy who was also a huge overachiever?
Pinkston. I don't know if he was there. He might have already been gone by that point, though, 07, 08. I'm not sure. I remember Pinkston was there.
I got to get this one in here, guys. DK has Darnold over under 3,500 and a half. Jefferson's number's 1,300.5. When you have a former Alabama player, you more than likely have a great investment, but not all the time. Green Bay may go to the Super Bowl. No friggin' way.
Oh,
PhD. No friggin' way.
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
If they do, there's a lot that's happened. Somebody got the injury bug. Somebody got bit by the injury bug. If that happens, another team, I think. I mean, if everyone kind of stays the course, I don't see that happening. No.
You see, Mr. Heat here. I think the Lions are the ones that take a step back. We'll see about that. I think it's the Packers.
Not everybody's gonna. Yeah, I mean that's gonna happen. It's just which team. Justin feels it's Green Bay. Mr. Heat says it's Detroit. If I were to have to break the tie here, I would have to agree with Justin and say I see Green Bay taking a step back before I see Detroit. But we're talking about overachievers. Is Jared Goff overachieving with Detroit? I mean,
hold on here. Let's talk about that.
I mean, at one time, guys, people wouldn't even consider this guy on a roster. He comes to Detroit, and now he's one of the better quarterbacks going.
Now, I blame a lot of that though on Sean McVay.
They ran him out of LA.
But that's true. But I
and who wanted him? Nobody was stepping up like, man, give me Jared Goff.
Okay, but when he came to the Lions, he had been to a Super Bowl. Okay. He had went to a Super Bowl. He was he not the number one player drafted?
He
came out. Was he the number one guy?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you look at his career, he just needed a receiver that he could get on the same page with, guys. And the magic that him and Amon-Ra St. Brown have going, that's the key. It's like they play pitch and catch, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you're right, Mike. Like after they lost the Super Bowl and then the year after that, they were pretty bad. But
there, I will agree, but I don't think it keeps him from winning the division or making the playoffs. He wants to go for it on fourth down all the time. And, I honestly, I wish somebody would explain to me what it is in the analytics that these guys are reading that makes them want to do that. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, there's times I can see it, and it works out and you're like, okay, but yeah, there's a lot of times where it's just too much of a risk. We know how hard it can be to get 1 yard in the NFL, right? It can be sometimes it can be easy. Sometimes it can be easy, but there are times that it's really, really difficult. So, and all it takes on any given play is one coach to dial something up and outsmart the other guy for that one play, confuse somebody, do something, and bam, now it's a disaster, So it's definitely a heavy gamble, I think.
And, the Lions running game is so good, guys, with David Montgomery, who really had a good year last year, and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Former head coach. That guy's gone, luckily.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget, not only do they have St. Brown, but Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond, and the tight end, the kid, Laporta. I mean, he was a stud.
Oh, yeah, Laporta, unbelievable. And he grew up around our area.
Right.
Little town of Highland, Illinois is where he grew up. I'm serious. That town's not much bigger than the town we live in, man. It's not big. So
I know this isn't anything big, but they've got Traquan Smith too, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Doris Fountain. They do have some backup weapons. I think they could be really, really, really good. And call me crazy, but I think they could compete for the best record in the NFC.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. This defense is only going to get better.
Yeah.
So why not?
Core player St. Brown, Gibbs, Bama back. Williams, Bama wide
Bama wide
receiver.
receiver. Somebody's bias here. Hooker, Vol. Vol. PhD says just load them up with Vols and Crimson Tides, and you're good to go.
Oh, you know what he's waiting for? He's waiting for when we get to the AFC South, because that's when he's going to tighten up.
We'll get to that tomorrow. We'll get to that one tomorrow.
No.
Or
We're
today?
No, we're doing AFC North tomorrow. We're in the North divisions right now.
Why are we doing AFC North tomorrow?
Because we did the NFC East.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay, I got you. All right.
You know what? Call me crazy, and maybe I got a little.
Yeah, we already covered that division anyway. PhD's right. We covered that with Jabari.
We covered the AFC East.
We did the South with Jabari.
No, we did. Listen, we went and picked all the divisions. We haven't had the breakdown of each team yet, guys. I know I'm hosting this thing. I know what we've done. Tomorrow is AFC North, then NFC and AFC South, then West.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we talked about the NFC South with Jabari, the NFC South.
Yeah, because he was there and he's a Texans guy.
Yeah.
But we talked about. I mean, we made a pick in every division. As a matter of fact, Jabari went ahead and put a parlay together.
He posted that in the Discord.
Yeah.
So check that out if you haven't.
Exactly.
PhD said it's dead, though. It's dead because he did not have the Titans.
Hold on, right here. Yes, Bob is right, guys. I need to frame that.
Frame and put it on a wall.
Yeah, no kidding. We may never see those words uttered again.
Actually, you know what? I may put that like on a anniversary card. Give that to my wife.
My goodness.
Yes, Bob is right. So yeah, I mean we are all on the Lions to win that division, and Justin and I are on. I think the Bears inch out. Beat out the Packers barely. I think that possibility is there. I'm telling you, man, Caleb Williams looks really under control. And guys, he can throw a deep ball. Like there's no bullshit behind that deep ball. He actually is reminding me a little bit of a young Russell Wilson.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because we saw what Russell Wilson ended up turning into. Maybe safe to say that Russell Wilson was, overachieving. With the Seahawks.
What did Russell Wilson do to the Packers in the playoffs?
Oh yeah, he got that miraculous win.
The punter is what did it.
Yeah, the punter was what
the punter threw the biggest touchdown pass of that game, dude.
That's true.
I mean. Biggest touchdown of the game came from the punter.
Yeah, that was clutch. I got to admit, from the special teams there, but
I'm just talking about there's nobody better in the NFL in the last 10 years to 15 years that as far as throwing the bomb. It's what we used to call it when I was young.
If you're going to say Russell Wilson, I don't know about that.
Well, tell me who was better. You know why? Who? The one thing I liked about Russell Wilson's deep pass is it came up like this and down like this. Too many of them guys throw flat balls. Okay, I'm sorry. He is a great deep passer, and you've seen it. Look at the receivers.
I haven't seen it in a long. I saw it a couple of times, but
a couple times, my ass.
Ain't seeing it anymore.
No.
Okay, he's gonna go Green Bay. Detroit loses in the frozen tundra. Williams hasn't played in the cold yet. Let's see how he plays late October, November. Well, yeah, that's that way with anybody.
I mean, they beat Green Bay without Jameson Williams.
Hey, PhD, I hope our Missouri Tigers are playing your Alabama Crimson Tide this year.
But he's a Vols guy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's a Vols guy. Let's get it on.
Oh,
And Missouri is playing Alabama. You have your wish there. And
good. Are they playing Tennessee?
No.
Damn it. I was going to go after you on that. He did bets on Diamondbacks money line -1.5 and Astros money line. You are welcome, my friend.
Awesome,
That's
bro.
all we got. Tomorrow, we'll talk a little AFC North, the tough division, the black and blue division, where they play football. They don't wimp out there. They go after it. Where men are men.
Now you're an AFC North guy, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not sure when this happened, but all right. Mr. North over here, Bob.
That's right.
I didn't know he was a North guy.
I didn't. I
King of
learn
the
something
North.
new every day.
I'm the king of the North.